Philadelphia's starting lineup. Marvin Bagley is out there with Paul George. And it's Wall. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Heald in a 2-guard. And for Anaheim, Bogdanovich out there with Weissman. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Powell in at the 1. Here's DeRozan. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And in these late season stages, Doris, there are always a few surprise players that step up their game.
There's a real rhythm to the NBA calendar, Kevin. And this is why year-round conditioning and your year-round calendar matters. You know, the deeper you get into a year, there are certain players who get stronger because they put in the time and the commitment in the offseason, and they've stuck to their routine and their schedule during the year. All of those things matter.
Here's Powell. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. To the inside. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. DeRozan's got 5 points so far. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Anaheim's head coach for just a minute. He knows that John Wall presents a challenge for them, especially when he can get inside. Coach said, Wall is such a fantastic finisher, you have to do your work early, out on the perimeter. Once he gets by you, it's already too late. So they'll have to do everything they can to keep defenders in front of him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. That one drops for him.
You simply cannot give DeMar DeRozan that kind of positioning. This guy has proven he loves getting inside and working his magic.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now here's Powell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again. And DeRozan kicks to Powell.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
George against Ingles. George double-teamed. It's stolen by Weissman. And, oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back.
How about the acceleration of DeRozan on the break? Just beats everyone down the floor for an easy opportunity.
Powell against Wall. The 3 from George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. It's a tie ball game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Wall dishes to Heald. Back to Wall. Clock at 6. That's tipped. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. George, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Thompson. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Wall draws the double. Here's Bagley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bagley's got 6.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Passes to DeRozan. Back to Powell. Pass to Weissman. Over to Wall. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And here is Heald. And George able to finish. George has got his second basket of the night.
You simply have got to respect Paul George's anticipatory skills there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. And for the 76ers, they've got Hield. Thompson is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Wall in at the point. Anaheim shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And guys, Bogdanovich, the former second-round pick, has really found his place in the NBA. This guy is an effective shooter from just about anywhere.
Now here's Wall. He had a 36-point outing in the last game again.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And he drops it in from the low post. DeRozan's got 13 points.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, an all-star level player. This guy consistently delivers for his team.
Down low, here's Bagley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wall with a block.
Now, you see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Ingles following the basket by John Wall. Shoots from the high post. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from DeMar DeRozan. And George kicks to Hield. George looking around. Pass to Bagley. Back to George. Dishes it to Bagley. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Wiseman. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
The pass to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Wiseman the pass to DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
That's one way to do it. DeRozan shows off his aerial skills with the firm finish.
Wall against Powell. Outside, Bagley. George, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Passes it to Ingles. Outside DeRozan. Clippers moving the ball around. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Bogdanovich has got great size for a guard, which makes defending him very difficult, particularly at that high release point.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Bagley. Banked in off the glass. Bagley's got 10 points.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
And that'll do it for the first hit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And now with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Wiseman. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Powell in at the point guard position. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Wall. Marvin Bagley is out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hield in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Bagley. Over Ingles. Bagley in the post. Ingles covering. Bagley, no good.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And so Bagley nails them both. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Clippers. 9-point game. The pass to Ingles. Back to DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Wiseman. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Wiseman's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, what a thing of beauty by DeMar DeRozan. His eyes are up. He locates his teammate. Just so pretty.
George finds Wall. From 10 feet out. Got a piece of it. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Bagley the pass to George. Now here's Wall, trying to get open is Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Anaheim trails by 7. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's DeRozan, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount. And checking out some numbers for Wall. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 17 assists, and 3 rebounds. All around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
Wall draws the double. They get it back. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got 16 points.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Anaheim trails by 9. And DeRozan kicks to Wiseman. Back to DeRozan. Good D by Thompson. Philadelphia leading by 9. That's a 2 from Hield. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
Pass is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now Powell. Looking to end the run, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Joe Ingles, DeRozan out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Wiseman in at the center position. Powell kicks to DeRozan. The tray. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
DeRozan on the wing, covered by Hield. It's DeRozan with the drive. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
One thing we know about DeMar DeRozan, this guy is a determined scorer. He's got those quick bursts. He can finish through contact. This is old hat for this guy.
And he gets the bucket. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Powell, the pass to Wiseman. Inside. And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Passes it to Bagley. Powell against Wall. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And DeRozan kicks to Powell. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
Well, if the defense naps in the pick and roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
Outside, George over Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
George against Ingles. And George, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Nice shot by Thompson.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Anaheim trails by 13. DeRozan surveying the D. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, we know this about DeMar DeRozan. The mid-range has always been a special part of his game. And, boy, you do not want to let him start to cook from there.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're up by 11. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Powell against Bagley. The teardrop falls in. Powell's got his first points of the night.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the triple drive. Okay, I see you.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the 76ers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
All with it. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. That's it, folks. The NBA...